All right. Greetings and thank you for watching Empath Holistic Healing. It's me, Lady Empath, and welcome to today's segment on Serenity Sunday. And what's that all about? Serenity. Think about it. What does serenity, sorry for the cheer noise there, what does serenity mean to you? So, of course, we know that there are several definitions for that. Um, Basically, for me, serenity is it's a state of being, but it's also an act of will, of surrender, of tapping into inner peace, finding inner peace, letting go. When I hear that word serenity, that's what it means to me. Um, Serenity could also mean peace and quiet. You know, sometimes we do need to have the peace and quiet. I think yesterday I uploaded a video about simplicity, being sophisticated and how simplicity was sophisticated. And it almost kind of ties in together. Serenity often requires, in some cases, that we're taking out these moments to have peace and quiet. But in realistic terms, many of us have lives that don't allow for lots of the solitude in that way, the peace and quiet away from the noise. Some of us have a lot of children. Some of us are married. Some of us have very, very, very busy and hectic and congested lives. It's not to say you can't find it, get your quiet, but some of us don't have a lot of space for it outside of being asleep, right? So today I just wanted to come on and share hopefully some serenity, some solace, right? Inner peace. How do we get that? Here at Empath Holistic Healing, my desire is to be very raw, rare, candid, open, honest, true to life, sharing all experiences I'm having within reason, of course, but this just, the wealth of wisdom, the growth, the guidance that I receive, and on my path and my journey, and for those that, it's going to be resonating with Empath Holistic Healing. So most of you all know that the motto of Empath Holistic Healing is what is it? Everything is energy. Balance is the key, right? Everything is a form of vibration. Everything is a form of energy. Everything has a frequency. Even within our own beings, within this 3D avatar, everything is energy, which means serenity is very important. It's a part of navigating the seesaw of what I call it, the seesaw of the yin and yang, the seesaw of trying to keep that flow, right? And serenity can be challenging at times, but this is what I want to share here today. Chakras, okay? Those of you who are on this path and journey, chakras, dealing with your chakra system plays a major role in how much serenity you're able to tap into. Major role, because that's a part of our energetic system, okay? So on some level, dealing with your chakras, if you're not already addressing your chakras, because oftentimes it's just a matter of balancing one chakra or another to assist with that sense, the frequency or the vibration of serenity, okay? Not only the chakras, you guys hear me say quite often, I'm talking about the auric field, Okay, that's an energetic system outside of the body that science is starting to prove actually exists. But the auric field often is containing a lot of debris energetically, if you will, from our past lives, from our ancestral imprint, from the things in which we have experienced and encountered with others, from environments, and so forth. And so, a regular practice of auric cleansing can also be the make or break with whether or not you're able to tap into energy or frequency of serenity. Because sometimes we're carrying things, and as empaths, since the name of the company is Empaths Holistic Healing, and I am known as Lady Empath, so I resonate as an empath. Empaths are sponges, and we all know what a sponge is. In a metaphor, metaphorical terms, if you want to use a parallel, a physical sponge that we use day to day to clean up things, what does sponges do? Sponge is an extreme natural absorber of substance, whatever it is around. The sponge is absorbing air. The sponge is absorbing liquids. The sponge will absorb anything that you put it near. And more often than not, empaths, because on the journey, we're not in the know for most of that time. So what has happened? We have accumulated absorption of energetic vibrations, if you will, not just of our own, but every experience. So this is why empaths often get the rap of being sullen, being sad Susies, being, cynical Chads, or whatever you want to call it. Is because they carry a burden and weight, often that is not even theirs altogether, and they don't understand it, and you just feel it. Not only that high level of sensitivity. So an empath is tapping into the environment, is tapping into the state of what's going on outside of them. And that can be very, very, very draining and saddening at times. And empaths learn a lot of lessons early in life. They suffer. Now, I don't want to say this to scare people, because I'm really kind of shying away from all of that because of what I understand now. But just to help bring verbiage and understanding and to validate our experiences. That's because of a higher call, okay? And this is not meant to be like, ooh, look it up. It's just for whatever reason, you may have taken on that journey and path in another lifetime, or something in that nature, to where that's the call. You've been gifted in it, for lack of better words. And so you may be light years ahead of people in this way, but it comes out looking like a lot of suffrage, because you're not plugged into the matrix. I'm gonna just say it in those simplest terms. When you're unplugged, you have a different level of an awareness, but it creates a lot of suffering, just like in the movie The Matrix. They were evolved, if you want to use that word, because they became unplugged, but it came with a lot. As related to them being in the matrix, they had to be on guard. They were looked at as the enemy, or they were called many things, because they were connected to their authentic self. They were conscious, right? The empath, usually they're born with a keen sense, just not understanding. As time proceeds, as they start to really awaken and becoming enlightened and connected, they're getting in the know. Now they're understanding, oh, okay, this is why so much suffering. This is why, there was energy and vibrations almost hindering things. And there were codes and programs and agreements. And if you're in the matrix, none of that makes sense to you. But when you become unplugged and waking up, that makes perfect sense to you. So I don't even know why I went there. That wasn't even on the agenda. So I'm digressing. Let me get back on track. Yes, you guys see like these two empty stands. You guys know how I feel about affirmation. So you got the candles going today. You got the little sparkly lights there. You got good vibes there. You got, nothing condemns the light that shines from within with the butterflies there. And so today I just want to bring some serenity to you guys. And I wanted to share maybe a gift, an energetic tool, if you will, a spa energetic retreat tool, guidance, encouragement. I'm gonna draw live. I normally don't draw live. I'm not that type of a tarot reader. Um, but today I thought, you know what, that may be something fun and maybe even calming. I don't know how, different people feel about hearing cards shuffling and, hearing when we're sifting through the cards, guided by the energy to see what comes out. Some people like that kind of thing. Some people feel like it's a distraction. Some people, I don't know. So I'm just trying new things, you guys. Still new to this path in this way. And it's all from my highest heart. And I just hope, my hope, intent, and prayer is that whoever comes on here, whenever you push that button, that it meets you right where you're at and that you are energetically supported and find energetic comfort and encouragement and a sense of calm and safety and a sense of aha where maybe there was confusion. That's my intention with this channel, my intention with Empaths Holistic Healing. Okay, so I hope you all can hear the music. Kind of want to keep that going, just to keep that kind of like the background. So let's go ahead. Without further ado, I'm going to do a live shuffle to see what two cards comes out for some Serenity Sundays encouragement for you all. And I'm going to be using I'm not using traditional tarot. I'm using my a deck of oracle cards that's called the Archangels and Gemstone Guardians. Okay, I love this deck. It's very simple. It has a crystal that it's sharing and recommending with each card. And you all know I'm into metaphysics and crystals and things like that, understanding that crystals, they all hold their own vibration and frequency and serve very different purposes. And so that's why I like this deck, because there's an angel guidance affirmation along with the crystal and a posing question that you may be on some level questioning. It may not be verbatim that you're questioning that, but the gist of what the card is saying may be something that either you're aware of in the moment or that is energetically happening for you, even if it hasn't come to your full awareness as of yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get shuffling. Thank you, spirit guides, light beings only, divine source. I set my intention in the name of Empaths Holistic Healing and the collective and all of those who will follow and support or listen to the channel, to tap into the energy and frequency that will encourage them on their path of serenity, being able to tap into the frequency of serenity no matter where they're at or what they're experiencing. I seek to receive high vibrational guidance only, benevolent light energy, loving energy only. Archangel Michael, we ask that you protect the energy session and anybody who's listening, and any technology and devices and electronics that are used for this, okay? With gratitude in my heart. So ha, so it is, and so let it be. Alright, that's one shot. That's two. That is three. Now I'm gonna cut the deck. Now let's see. Let's see what comes out. Thank you. Encouragement for the collective, for serenity, serenity. How to hone in that energy, that vibration, that frequency, no matter what. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. The guy, oh, okay, almost got a couple of cards almost want to come out. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, we got one. I'm going to go ahead and get the second card before I start reading off. Serenity. More on serenity. Assistance for empathic healing population. How to hone in serenity. Frequency of serenity in our now. In our now moment. Ooh, another one almost came out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, all right, hold up. Hold up. I'm not taking that one because that's a lot of them came out, so I think that wasn't the energy there. So bear with me. All right, one more. Thank you. There it is. There it is. Huh. That's an odd choice, but we're gonna go with it. Let's see what it's all about, you guys. So the two cards that came out for you guys are, let me see if I could. Can you see that there? I want to say it's cobblestone calcite and the sunstone. And then I know the writing is small, so I'm going to go ahead and read them and tap into the energy and see what guidance, and then I'll put them up in the back there. But those are the two that came out, okay? So let's start with the cobblestone calcite. And this is what this card is posing as some kind of questions or thoughts we may be having. It says, or feelings or vibrations, I should say, or frequencies. Are you in love? Are you craving health and feelings of well-being? Become a conduit for allowing heaven and earth to meet at your center. Oh, this is so perfect for serenity. To meet at your center, it is time to acknowledge the essence of the divine love in you. Take the time to nurture yourself. Imagine yourself in the arms, wow, of the Divine Mother. Okay. And the archangel for that card is Archangel Jophiel. And this is the affirmation Archangel Jophiel affirms for you. I activate and embrace divine love. My emotions are balanced. Wow, this is perfect for that. I am clear and joyful. I am compassionate, wise, and tolerant. The qualities of unconditional love, mercy, and understanding emanate from my being. And as I mentioned on another video, law of attraction experts, people like, what is her name? Abraham Hicks, and different people that's, I call them experts in the field. They recommend that we add wonderment to affirmations to minimize the resistance of our egoic nature. And so let's say with this one, I wonder what it would feel like to activate and embrace divine love within me. I wonder what it would feel like to have my emotions balanced. I wonder what it would feel like, look like, be like to feel clear and joyful. I wonder what it would feel like to feel compassion, to be compassionate, wise, and tolerant of myself first and foremost, and of all involved. I wonder what the qualities of unconditional love, mercy, and understanding would feel like to emanate from my entire being. Something like that right there by itself helps to tap into. I can see now why these cards are coming up. Serenity. And if you have access to crystals in your, in your possession, or if you purchase crystals and are into that, I recommend investing in the Cobaltone calcite, or oftentimes on YouTube, different people will go ahead and upload sound frequencies that are from that particular crystal. So go ahead and search that out and even listen to one if you can find a frequency for Cobaltone calcite. This too will help within your energetic field to get into that frequency, which is love here. It's about love and calmness, and basically is kind of correlating to what we said today is all about, which is serenity. Okay, so that was the first card, and you can call on Archangel Jophiel for this card to ask for backing. Okay, all right, the second card was the Sunstone, one of my favorite crystals, by the way. I'm kind of shocked that this one came up, but let's see why. The Sunstone, it says, have you been feeling down and in the dumps? Do you need some enthusiasm? This is a time of prosperity and purpose. Step into your power and be all that you were meant to be. You are aligned with the magnificence and the courage to show your splendor. Oh my, okay. So now with this one, as it relates to serenity, the only thing that I'm getting is that sometimes when we're not feeling serenity, it's really a symptom of us feeling disempowered, or feeling overwhelmed, or feeling tired, or feeling drained. And so oftentimes serenity is, I don't want to say lost, but we're not tapping that frequency in these moments because of feeling all of these ways, overexerted or exhausted or losing zest, feeling low, feeling down, feeling bogged, right? And so with that, if you look at it that way, I can see why the Sunstone would come as guidance, to help like light fire and refortify and energy back into your core, back into your being, to get you feeling good inside, to get you feeling refreshed and recuperated and rejuvenated by the fire of the stone. That's why I call the sunstone as the fire stone. One of the fire stones. There are many, but I refer to it as a fire stone because it's an energy stone. It's they're all energy stones, but this one's more about reinvigoration, putting zest and oomph back where there's kind of like a blah, just not filling up. And so I can see why it aligns with the serenity, because if you're feeling this way, you're probably, feeling down, you're not going to be tapping the frequency of serenity. So the sunstone is encouraging and saying you're aligned with magnificence. Okay, take courage, right? Now let's see what the angel has to say. Archangel Ariel says this for you, and that you should, own up for yourself or affirm for yourself. My light shines brightly. I am self-confident and recognize my value and my worth. Other people also recognize my value and worth. I shine the light of compassion, kindness, and love from my heart. And I'm seeing a theme here. So we're getting a lot of compassion, kindness, and love from my heart. And in this case, recognizing your own worth and value and your own light. And maybe in moments where you don't feel it necessarily, or maybe you're not seeing it necessarily, It's about tapping back into that to get back into the state of serenity. So I recommend getting the sunstone if you don't have it again, and or listening to the frequency of that to help assist with that serenity and tapping into the support that we have, because we're not alone. We have the Divine Mother card there with the cobaltone calcite, and the sunstone is fire, and that's more of the masculine energy. So I mean, to me, this is perfectly balanced. I mentioned earlier about the seesaw of yin and yang. So to me, the way this all played out is also balanced. There's two, and there's representing the female and male energy, the yang yang energy, to help with serenity. And so maybe that's the deeper message for us, is that serenity is often about honing in and recalibrating and balancing out that yin yang energy. Again, empath holistic healing, everything is energy. Balance is key. So sometimes we're maybe too much into the mother, the yin, the female. I don't know if yin is right. Yin may be male. So yeah, y'all know what I'm trying to say. We might be too much into the male masculine energy or too much into the feminine energy. And it's about the balance of that in our lives that helps to create the frequency or the feeling of feeling serene. We're not gonna feel serene if we're way our masculine energy is in overdrive, or if it's in underdrive, if it's all feminine energy and no masculine energy. And so we need both fire and earth, fire and water, right? So I think that's beautiful. I'm glad that I did it live, because I guess that kind of helps shows that this is in alignment with the theme of what we're talking about, and that I'm connecting and on point. So I wish you all well. Hope you guys are enjoying your Labor Day weekend, for those of you that celebrate it or recognize it, or those of you who are off today. For those of you who had to work, I still wish you well and hope that you find your serenity in your day today, no matter what. And until next time, you guys stay high vibe, stay blessed, continue to love yourself and take care of yourself. And like I always say, bear with me, I'm in transition. We will be moving soon. So it's all coming together. Empath Holistic Healing is coming together. So if anything that I share here, I would love to hear from those of you who listen. I would love to hear your thoughts, your journey, your experience, your comments. This is how I will start to gather more information in terms of things that I'll be doing here. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. And if you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell if you want to be notified when I do live videos or when I upload videos. And this is how YouTube knows what you're listening to. And so I appreciate any support that way. I do provide in-depth personal reads, energetic consultation, guidance, kits, things of that nature, but those are paid services. And so for those of you who can't embark on that part of the journey with me, one way you can support is by making a comment, is by liking it, is by sharing the videos and subscribing. It's one way to support if you're resonating with me and you feel so inclined. Okay. All right. Until next time, I'm sending you all much love and light and high vibes and blessings. Okay. So hot, so it is, and so let it be. Namaste.